The most important weekend in your life. By depositing just $20,000 in crypto right now and buying the proper assets, you will be able to make at least $1 million on the course of upcoming several months. This is the type of opportunity you are presented with currently. Yet most of you are probably scared, most of you are probably not buying, most of you are probably waiting for 27,200 on Ethereum, and once this comes, you would buy 100%. Today we are discussing exactly that. Will Ethereum actually be reaching $2,700 per one Ethereum, or even $2,500? Will Bitcoin go to $96,000? Will continuation of February open will actually be red? Or are you at the generational buying opportunity at this stage? The most important question is going to be answered today. And we'll go through the list of 6 undervalued, in a way, Ethereum altcoins. Ethereum better plays but alts. It will be pumping up with the drop of BTC dominance. None of them are that undervalued. And I will share my honest opinion on some of them. The opinion that you won't be able to get on any other influencer, KOL, YouTube channels out there. Make sure to like this video before proceeding. Really, please do it, right? And let's start. First of all, a quick overview of what has happened on the chart. BTC is still holding level around $102,000, despite the fact we dropped to as low as $98,000 just a couple days ago. Right now we are holding, right? Ethereum, at the same time, also is holding 35.5 of US dollars level as well. Yet, most of the alts, they're not doing well. A lot of the alts are actually at the bottoms of the recent lows currently, or they're already printing new lows, like Aave, for example. Aave actually is printing a new low at this stage. And our goal to figure out today what will be happening next on this chart with this thing out there. And I want to tell you today why I'm cautious at this stage, why I will be begging you to buy right now, why I do think right now is a very, very good buying opportunity, why I will be begging you to buy, why right now is a very, very good buying opportunity, and why I'm cautious about the fact of us dropping, right? Mainly, the main reason for the fact that I'm cautious about us dropping lower is because it got heavily adopted within the marketplace at this stage. Most people are talking about the drop to 2,700, 2,800 at this stage. As you can probably recall yourself, I was the first person in the world that you heard us that we would actually be dropping and the February open is going to be red, which is exactly that happened. This is the 1st of February and the open is red. The reason I'm cautious is because a lot of people on the marketplace, they adopt my thesis. They watch this channel. They don't tell anyone that they watch this channel. They just use the information alpha from this channel and they spread it out into their channels, right? So, but if you watch this channel in the first place by yourself, you are actually using the followers of all these influencers as your exit liquidity, because you are getting your information exactly in a place where they are getting the information as well. Why I'm cautious about this drop to $2,700, $2,800 is mainly because it's mostly adopted by the market, right? And I'm actually hedging against this at this stage. The way I'm hedging is I am buying. I'm actually buying. Why I'm buying is because historically, months opens were crazy buying opportunities. I will just show you several examples. It would be just insane for you. First, we should check out 1st of January. What was happening in the 1st of January? 1st of January for Ethereum, we were like at $3,300, right? But if you remember the situation within meme coins on Solana, within altcoins out there, they were crazy low. Absolutely at the absolute lows. 2nd of January, we already pumped like crazy. What this was, it was the open of the months. December, it's a different story, but we can check November. Do you remember what happened on the 1st of November? Can you see this? $2,300 per Ethereum at the 1st of November. And just like 10 days later, which is nothing, it's already at $3,400. So Ethereum got 1K in value, which is billions and billions of dollars in market cap in 10 days of November. If you were buying at the 1st of November, you should be very, very fine at this stage. I do believe that what people are essentially expecting us to do is the same situation that we were doing right here. If you can check this one, if I would essentially make it slightly bigger and larger for you, we might be here in the midst of the correction on the 1st of November, right? And until the 4th of November, even on Ethereum, what we have shown percentage-wise, we've shown the drop of 6% more lower, which if we probably compare to the current situation at this stage, 6% more lower, well, it's still like $3,100. 3,000, right? So it's still like not that bad at 27 and 2,800. I can tell you something else as well. Back in October, do you remember the sentiment back in October? Everyone was talking about October, everyone was screaming about that. What I was saying on this channel, I actually said that October is going to start red. And after that, we are going to get our October, right? But I was the only person on this market who actually said that October was to start red. If not the only person who said that, but at least the first one, right? What happened? Everyone was screaming about October, finally. Huge dump. Crazy dump into the start of the month. You can see that 12% on Ethereum. And sentiment was changed in no time, right away. This is what happened 1st of October as well. We are at the same monthly open at this stage. Last but not least, I would want you to focus on the 4th of August as well. What do we see here? This is probably something that people might be expecting at this stage. 3,200 on the 1st of August. We were already in the midst of correction, so probably people were longing. I was actually longing at that levels as well. And what happened since 1st of October? We actually dumped 30% on Ethereum to the 4th of October. I'm sorry, 4th of August. Actually, on the 4th of August, I made a picture on the grave of Beethoven in Austria, in Vienna, right? Beethoven, you know, these type of things. 4th of August was also the bottom. So the real question currently is whether or not we are, as the market, what we are doing currently, are we going higher from here, from the open of the month, from the 1st, or are we going to see a larger and bigger correction into the 1st of February and kick off all season from the date of 6th of February? The date I shared in the yesterday video multiple times, right? Which essentially is something that happened in the previous kickstart of the alt season out there. We essentially just started the alt season on 6th of February. This is something that happened, right? Last year, not the previous cycle, last year. This is the main question. And obviously, if we would repeat August move, or if we would repeat move in November, we should be going lower. But I'm hedging against that because most people in most of the market, they're planning for this currently. They sold, they are not opening any longs, they're waiting to reopen at these key levels and things like that. And that's why I'm slightly hedging, adding some to my longs at this stage to make sure that I will be very, very fine once we reverse from here. Because from the market makers' point of view, they might try to want to fool everyone because again, their goal is to not let you make money, is to make sure that you won't be buying. And it's a very, very nice sentiment at this stage. Sentiment is that everything is bearish, we are going lower, so you're definitely not buying currently. Once we are lower, you'll probably be buying. Look at this thing. People were buying here 100%. And this thing, like if they drop here, it only makes sense for them if they're going to push us into like a large sideways accumulation. And at this level right here, a lot of alts, they were actually lower than they were here, 100%. This is something that was happening. But my speculation is that they don't have time at this stage. We're in the historical period of outperformance by Ethereum currently. Therefore, they don't have time to put us into the sideways and print new low after this drop. Like I'm not seeing this currently. We are either having our alt season and Ethereum pump in February, or this cycle is really, really off. And I don't think they will be doing this because in order for people to be able to buy into the garbage, to buy into all these altcoins and things like that, they still have to not scam fully. If they will just drop currently, it will be just like a full scam, 100% scam out there. Like no one is going to be buying fucking crypto after this. It would be just crazy. Although like partially it would be quite similar to 2017 when we also have seen similar type of drop and alts, they were decimated. So this is the situation I'm seeing, just because of the fact most of the market adopted my thesis and February open is already red and people already sold into the February open, as I'm front running the market, as I'm the only person who's talking you and telling you what's going to happen in the future, and I'm the only person who is correct. I'm hedging against market adopted my thesis. And I'm also hedging against market adopted my thesis that we are going to $2,800. Although following the price charts that I showed you just now in August and in November, this definitely might be happening. And I would have some capital to inject more if this is something that will be happening, right? I'm just hedging against us reversing from here following all the arguments that I just shared with you. Moving further, 11 reasons Solana has stopped for this cycle. So for the reason that Solana has actually topped for this cycle, and most of you don't see that currently, you'd want to swear, you would want to become very, very angry. This is exactly what fucking top looks like. Nothing better is going to happen for this chain. Nothing better than Trump launching a meme coin is going to happen for this chain. People who are often late, they are currently in this chain. This is it. You got all the top signals that you wanted about this thing. So from the fact that Solana has stopped for this cycle and not going to actually go higher from here, this is the absolute top for Solana at this stage, we are going to talk about Ethereum, and we are going to talk about 6 altcoins, which some of them I do think are very, very undervalued at this stage. First coin I would like to talk about is Link. Link has a very, very nice chart from my point of view, kind of this bull flag at this stage, and the default price action development from here is us essentially just breaking out, at least for the length of this bull flag, which is very, very basic pattern, I know, but I like over time, me spending time in this market, I tend to appreciate, started to appreciate basic things way more. All these timings, all this BTC dominance, because all the whales, they're not speculating on hundreds of different metrics. They do things in a very, very simple way out there. So we at least should be showing a 50% increase if this pattern will be played out, which would mean that we are going to be at $40 per Link. A very good coin from the point of view that's actually the only thing that is usable in crypto. There are very, very few things that are actually usable in crypto. And in crypto, if you want to develop any type of smart contracts, you are most likely using Chainlink. There was a ETH project on Solana, but as everything else on Solana, I would want to call it a scam because Solana already topped, and there is definitely nothing happening for ETH if the chain has stopped, right? And unfortunately, Solana did not find its product market fit in altcoins, right? In providing some value, it found its product market fit in meme coins and scamming people out of the money. It's like the purpose, the paradise for ruggers out there. Pump it, King, Link. Tokens landscape, right? And Link is somewhere at the top. I do believe it's updated infographic. I just wanted to show this to you. Link technical analysis, consolidating $25 with bullish MACD divergence. Major support at 222.5, resistance in 27.5. Long-term setup looks promising with 50% upside potential. Well, we're seeing the triumph of human intelligence over AI one more time, because this is exactly what I just told you. Accumulation phase detected. Yeah, very nice. Thank you very much. Get ready for the 2025 bull run. Here's the ultimate guide to this top position to watch in 2025 based on the most narratives potential connections. Link. At the heart of it all, Chainlink is poised to be the cornerstone of the next bull run with its critical role in DeFi, TradeFi, integration, and more. Next bull run? Yeah, maybe next bull run is going to be higher. This one, I would say most of the upside is kind of already gone for Link out there. It's a large market cap already. I don't know, if you like to spend time with your wife's boyfriend, I think you might be buying that. Or the other option is to just loan it on leverage. I do think that especially if you're going to have the drop into somewhere short first of February, this would be a very nice leverage loan pickup. Huge updates in crypto over the last 24 hours. Tokenization mindshare is increasing fast, and some coins are racing to the $1 trillion market cap. Link on the wormhole injective. In the last 24 hours, they collectively unlocked multi-trillions in value. The next 12 months are going to be insane. Interesting. I actually was not following much the narrative of tokenization out there. It really unlocks a lot of money in value, and it's actually going to be very interesting if this the tokenization narrative will be able to play out this cycle. My bet at this stage is that best case scenario is next cycle, not this one. Link on a daily Chainlink might be one of the more bullish looking charts in all of crypto, back above the daily cloud with RSI curling up. This is heading much higher. Yeah, I essentially just told you this as well. Latest President-elect Trump's Wall to Beauty Financial purchased 4.7 million of Link. So again, how this thing I think works is just these projects, they're giving money to Trump family, and Trump family just buying these assets, probably using the same money into their public portfolio. Again, there are reasons that these buys are being showed to us, right? That's because this is marketing. They have 100% option to hide these buys. And probably the second thing is that the accumulation phase is actually close to be over. This is the most bullish alpha information that you should be getting out of these buys. And as a proof of my words, Sergey Nazarov, great conversations at the Trump inaugural committee candlelight dinner tonight. I can see a whole new path for the blockchain industry that simply did not exist a few months ago. Yeah, because a few months ago you did not have an option to bribe the family of the United States of America. So the president of the United States of America would actually be pumping your coins. And right now you have this option. Exciting times ahead for our industry, 100%, because Trump family essentially picked crypto as a way to milk billions and billions out of the industry, out of this market. It's very interesting like what they did as well. They ragged a bunch of people on Sol and they took money from Sol and they're buying alts. And like if you're a Sol meme coin trader, like on drugs, and you're under 20 and you're able to make some money on Sol, listen to these words closely. Follow Trump here. This is the biggest piece of alpha you need to only to listen to and have on this cycle. If you were able to make money in Solana casino at this stage, don't fucking buy into some Sol coins like because they're bottomed. Solana topped for the cycle, topped. Trump is not using his funds that he milked out of Sol Digens, and he's not buying Solana. He's buying altcoins, he's buying Ethereum, and he's buying Ethereum beta altcoins. Exactly the ones that I'm going to talk about further as well. Please, I beg you, if you want to really make money, take your profits from Sol meme coins, put them into altcoins. Leverage long some of them with low leverage. I know you don't understand what the fuck altcoins are. I know that you think that they're all dead. I know that you don't know how to use leverage. Figure this out. Enter low leverage longs at this stage for a portion of capital like 10-20%, right? Over time, you will just be able to grow your positions. You don't need to do anything in the market. You're already in a very, very nice position. Take this money, loan your fucking alts, and sit back, relax, watching all your poor JIT friends trying to PvP each other in Solana trenches while you outperform them, doing nothing. By 2x, 5x, 10x, 20x, 50x, by doing nothing, you will pretty much put them in the greatest depression out there. And all you have to do is just follow what the president of the United States is doing. Was it actually easier? I know it's hard for you because you are a winter child. You never have seen an alt season before. Trust me, this is the winner play at this stage. And this is what I'm sharing at the end of my post as well, which got so few likes, so few views, guys. This is the reason why this is actually going to be killer trade, because it's not consensus. People don't want to hear this. Non-consensus and highest yield play right now is to short Solana, buy altcoins, sell Bitcoin, buy altcoins, long Ethereum. Less than 0.1% of the market is doing that now, and that's why they will be making all the money. And message from someone who's actually in Sol trenches as well. Solana changed. You can really feel the shift. Chasing liquidity plays in full mode right now. I really think Ethereum is going to attract all the new money, and especially the companies that want to build on blockchain. And this is exactly what I'm doing here. I'm actually giving you a blueprint on how to win in this marketplace, and I also give you the altcoins. You just have to trust here. There is no better winning play at this stage, but we have to continue, because with me trying to persuade you, trying to beg you to buy currently, this video is going to get too long. But you really need this one. And by the way, you have to send this video to your friends, because if you really care about them, you have to send at least this part to your friends. This is pretty fucking important. And you also have to press the like button. This is the highest alpha information. No one of your influencers is telling you that currently, whilst they are accumulating their Ethereum altcoins in silence currently. No one is telling you that. Make sure to press the like button. You want to save as many people as you only can. This guy is a VC, a billionaire who was buying BTC in 2013, and he said in 2013, I think Bitcoin will trade to more than 100,000 per coin in my lifetime. No easier way to make 1 billion. I am long forever. Why I'm showing this quote from this guy is because he also said that 2024 was the year of Bitcoin and 2025 is the year of stablecoins. Today we'll also check out several plays that are great exposure to stablecoins, and we will start with one that has a lowest market cap out there and probably the most fun at this stage. I'm obviously talking about Blast. Blast, which has just made all-time low, made a positive divergence on the daily chart. I opened a long position. It's time to move up with Ethereum and Bitcoin. I actually opened up a long on Blast as well, just a small one at this stage. I got stopped on the previous one. Just holding currently. It's one of the hedges that essentially trying to bet that the market is going to be wrong, because it's a consensus currently that we're going to $2,800 out there. The reason Blast is a stablecoin play is because they have native yield that's present on chain, and the base yield is 11.5%, but the yield currently is 7%, which Pacman, the founder of Blast, he said around this one is that it's not going to be like this forever. This strategy is essentially a strategy to incentivize and attract more people on chain. So it's pretty much, it's effectively marketing spend that they're doing. And he's actually said that this type of marketing spend on yield is actually smaller than the previous marketing spell that was present on the gold and all these incentives before. A very, very smart strategy from my point of view. I am sadly losing faith in Pacman Blur and Blast team. I still hold a large amount of Blast, but I'm failing to see how the vision progresses from here, especially for Blast holders. Here are my thoughts on the Blast mobile app launch. This was shared 2 days ago. We did have quite nice updates since then. I won't be sharing them like currently. I do believe I will be doing a full video on Blast tomorrow, because like it's just pleasant for me to talk about it as a mobile engineer, as a tech person in the first place. And like, I know it's hard, it's going to be very, very hard to see the vision if you don't understand these things, but it's a very, very simple bet, guys. It's a very stupid simple bet. What happened to internet in the second wave of adoption? Mobile devices. What is happening currently? Where is crypto currently? What's going to onboard like multiple people? Can you see what has happened with Photon, with Moonshot out there? What is the focus? The focus on mobile devices, right? This is a very, very simple, stupid bet. Like, these are type of bets that largest VCs are doing because they are set in stone. All you have to do is wait. 100% mobile share of crypto will be increasing. These guys are going to take over mobile market share because they effectively can take the market share in the current setup. Although they could. Did you know that Pump Fund actually, in the first place, Pump Fund tried to get a grant from Blast initially, and they actually got declined by Blast team. So they fucked up there already. But Pump Fund could have found product market fit back in February of the last year on Blast. Imagine that. Blast team actually declined to give a grant to Pump Fund. Like, Blast could have been like one of the largest entity to hold coins of Pump Fund at this stage, like share. Absolutely insane. The metrics obeys. Blast is the only good tech this cycle. Billions. 2 additional fixes we just shipped. Send app supports more tokens. If you send in Andy or any other Blast tokens, you can now see them and send them out as well. This is the first mention of Andy by Pacman, which is very, very nice. This is definitely the acknowledgement. I would say that they're quite late with this fucking thing, and they have the same narrative as Brett out there. They definitely need to push this. And like, market cap wise, it only went up like from 2.1 to 2.4, and now, and like right now it's correcting back. But this is huge, and this is very, very important. This is just the first step. As I told you, Blast mobile app launch is going to be sell the news and then buy the news event, because what will be happening from here? We're just going to receive more and better news and more updates, more stuff, more things. It's all going to be in the environment where Ethereum is going up and Blast is Ethereum layer 2. Crazy thing. And I shared some definitive data that I hope Pacman have seen. That Andy actually onboarded a bunch of people on Blast. I think actually helped onboard more people on Blast than the whole marketing team, just with Andy. More new wallets. And marketing team didn't even connect with me, and I'm not even getting paid by Blast. And I think I fucking should. I actually think this is also like one of the things that marketing team can actually get fired for, because they didn't even connect to me to try to offer me payment for all the stuff I did for this chain in the first place. Absolutely insane. And if my words right now would stop you from talking to me right now, from connecting to me and giving me money, you should not. Don't be afraid of strong people. You need strong people to help your product to be pushed. I'm quite soft on the inside as well, you know. You can now complete the MoonPay onboarding flow end-to-end all on mobile. Previously, you'd get locked out during the email code step of MoonPay because Blast Mobile auto-locks. Now you're able to exit Blast Mobile to get your email code and return to continue the flow. We have more fixes, improvements on the way, ecosystem apps on the way, and home built apps on the way as well. Much more to come. Very nice. When I'm thinking about a project that can go from less than $500 million in market cap currently to 10 billions, I'm definitely thinking about Blast. It would be crazy run up. It's going to be run up similar to fucking Solana last cycle or Luna. It would be just insane, guys. You have to see the vision. I've spent so much time trying to save you, and they didn't even get paid by the team of Blast. please reach out. Let's set up a deal, right? Here's the chart of Blast, absolutely bottomed. Although when some alts they're trying to print a new low from this one, Blast is still kind of holding this small uptrend that is present here, right? So it would be a very, very bullish sign if it would be able to hold. Although some alts they're printing new lows already, so we have to check out the situation. But I do believe the projects that would be able to hold this uptrend right here, they should be pumping like crazy. Next thing we have to on the list is Aave. The chart of this thing looks different, right? And it's very important for us to check what was happening with this thing since the November 4th, which was the absolute local low for a bunch of altcoins out there. Since then, we see that it actually did a nice amount of X's. It did 2.4 in terms of X's, mainly because there were news that Trump and his family is buying Aave, right? Not only Ethereum, but this coin as well. And I would say that the main narrative for this thing to pump is definitely this one, right? Because Trump is going to be in office for 4 years at least. This thing should be doing quite well. You can also see bull flag right here, very, very similar to the first altcoin I was essentially talking about during this video. So we can expect continuation from here. The only question is whether or not we're going to print a new low right here, which like technically you kind of want to see it there. And the issue is that if we are touching this low, this would mean that we'll probably touch in this low as well, which is quite low from here. Like if we're actually doing this, like the drop on smaller coins will be drastic, right? And that's why I think that we should not be there. I'm betting against the fact that we should be going this low at this stage. Aave, I would be interested in the red box. Red box is how much? Is $300. $300 is very, very low. I think it's like 1% decrease or something. Yeah, it's 3%, it's not 1%. Moving further, imagine a coin that reacts least to dumps and most to rises. While everyone was sleeping, we've been accumulating Aave for months. Target $1,000 plus. Time to cook. 1K plus is just 3x from here. I do believe with the Trump narrative, this thing can actually be doing more. Whales have bought over 62 million Aave in the last 72 hours. Very, very nice thing because this is actually a fresh post. This was posted today, my time, right? So it's actually a pretty nice one. Like you have to focus on these type of alts. Obviously, most of the upside is limited because the market cap is not low. And for example, the market cap of Blast is quite low, right? And the market cap of Aave is not that low at this stage. But you have leverage as a tool. A well institution has accumulated 4 million of Aave and 1.3 million of Morpho via Flowdesk in the past 10 hours. Yeah, some whales are buying. These things are probably happening for the reason. Just in, as crypto's influence grows, Senator Ted Cruz and Representative Mike Carey seek to repeal a Biden rule requiring DeFi platforms to report transactions to the IRS. Critics say that 2021 law over X and could eliminate the IRS Form 1099 requirement for decentralized transactions. Yeah, this one is pretty nice, right? Very handsome looking guy on the left as well. And it will probably send DeFi. At least it will be a very, very nice narrative out there. And with Trump family involved with these type of things, yeah, they're probably doing that because they would want to milk as more people as they can. At the same time, you can kind of say that Blast also taps into the narrative of DeFi, but obviously the first choice for the market is going to be Aave, just because of the fact that most people in this market are pussies. They would like to listen to the wife's boyfriend. They would like to listen to the KOLs that are dumping on them all the time, and they will be buying into something that's safe because Trump is the largest KOL at this stage, whilst Trump family is going to dump on them heavily. And that's why most people are not making money on this market. But yeah, not everyone can be the alpha out there, right? Like if you think about that, crypto is just the ideal industry to milk betas. It's how it's set up in the first place. Insane. Next thing on the list is Mock. It's actually one of the meme coins that we have in this list. I honestly didn't want to put this thing into a list because I wanted to make it altcoin specific, mainly because I do think that the first wave of growth will be seen along with the BTC dominance drop. And memes are fucking dead when BTC dominance is dropping. They're doing nothing. So what do we have with Mock right here? I do believe that despite the fact that meme coins are going to be very fucking dead when BTC dominance is going to drop the first time, once it's going to consolidate, once it's going to bounce back up to correct the dump, right? The correction to a dump is a slight pump. Memes are going to receive crazy liquidity inflows and very, very quickly as well. So if you want to use as exit liquidity, people that don't know understand anything about this market and will be buying meme coins currently, you will be using them as liquidity, or if you would be able to sit in your meme coin mock and wait until each and every other altcoin is doing 2, 5, 10x and just wait, and then use profits from these alts as your exit liquidity, this might be a choice as well. I will be doing this as well. I just prefer to do it in lower caps meme coins, right? Just to catch more upside, because like this type of action is quite risky. But in mock, you'll probably definitely be able to use this type of people as exit liquidity. So if you want to use these two groups of people as exit liquidity, if you think that they have enough money, what you can be doing currently is buying mock and just holding it through the first wave of alt season. And once BTC dominance is going to consolidate and correct, this thing will start to pump as well. And most likely this thing will slightly be pumping with the pump of Ethereum. But again, altcoins are the ones that I think will be receiving the most liquidity out there. Day 20 mock chart comparison. Yeah, definitely like we are currently in this uptrend, and what was happening when we were touching it previous times, we were just sending back higher. I think this thing is actually on Coinbase at this stage. I'm actually showing you a base pool, which is interesting. Like I did not pay attention. I'm actually showing the base pool, not Ethereum pool. If you're anti-meme, pivot to putting ego aside and consider levered Ethereum. Mock will be much higher soon. It's a nice narrative that everyone is talking about, is that each and every Ethereum meme coin is a leverage on Ethereum, which is kind of like true. Like in a way it's true. It's just illiquidatable leverage on Ethereum, like any meme coin out there. And it will still probably pump through the first moves of Ethereum, because we already seen like mock reacting as well, right? It's just that I do think that initially alts will outperform 100%. But they might be pumping to like middle of this range, or maybe close to all-time highs, and then with the continuation of Ethereum pumping and BTC dominance correcting or consolidating and then bouncing back up, they will be breaching above all-time highs, most likely. This is something that will be happening. Mock time to resurrect. Yeah, I do believe in mock we are very, very close to the bottom out there. Think of mock as leveraged Ethereum with no chance of getting liquidated. Yeah, this is the thesis I first shared in December of 2023. First on the market. I did a video that I'm going to be winning during Ethereum ETF with my Bobo bags, which played out nicely. It was like slightly off timing wise, but I did that like in February of 2024 as well. No one was talking about this. Right now this thing is adopted, and that's why I'm quite cautious about these things as well, right? Like even like buying Bobo at this stage is obviously going to give you more multipliers once the whole thing happens. Like for some reason I actually think that Bobo is going to repeat the movement that happened on Toshi. Like for some reason I have this $800 million market cap for Bobo. It should be happening in 2-3 months time frame. I'm just seeing this, you know. Sometimes I'm seeing things. Next thing is Ethena, and this one I won't be so bullish on. Ethena, clean looking chart, deviation reclaim move, now breaking the H4 noodle. High time frame per days in miles high club for the setup. Like it's crazy. The guy is actually getting paid to shield Ethena, and in the shield of Ethena, he's sharing his private club. So it's like he's doubling the profits out there. Very, very nice. Like he has a circle of doubling the profit for the shields that he's making. Very interesting. So the reason I don't like Ethena is because most of the large influencers, they got paid heavily to shield this coin, right? It has this narrative of like park your stable coins, this is the Luna of the cycle and things like that. Probably with buying Ethena, what you would be doing is you will be spreading your butt cheeks and jumping on the cocks of your influencers at this stage. And they're sitting there in size 100%, and they were not buying this stuff. And you would have to pay with your own money to buy this stuff. And they were not. They were just given the coins to lure you in and to create exit liquidity for this project, right? And these type of narratives with like stable coins and DeFi, they're often more popular when we are closer to the end of the cycle, right? When people have money and they're looking for the place to park their funds out there. So I would say that you most likely will be underperforming with Ethena out there. From one point of view is because like this is this type of narrative that is kind of popular closer to the end of the cycles. Arguably we are close at this stage, right? And second time, because your influencers will be dumping on you in the process, which would mean that most likely you won't be catching the biggest upside out of it. Chart as well. Was these guys paid? Not sure. Might be 56k subscribers, followers on X. It might be doing something like this. Shows how much like 4x's, yeah, definitely might be happening, not against it. I do believe more and more that AXBT stuff is just bought in the first place. Like you can definitely pay some funds to talk to EXBT at this stage. And that's why I think people are becoming more numb to the shills of EXBT. Ethena trading at 0.72 while spinning up institutional integration. Powers 50% of Pendle TVL, 20% of SkyMaker revenue, added 8 billion to Aave. Volume 377 million last 24 hours. Yeah, very nice metrics. Ethena betting on BlackRock, RVAs and Pendle's Boros platform for funding fee trading to maintain peg stability. Current market cap 2.2 billion with 40 million token unlock pending. Yeah, it's pretty nice from this point of metrics. It's also in the bucket of Trump coins, so they also paid Trump family to shield this thing as well. So it's like you have to understand who's going to be your exit liquidity. Once you're entering, you are the exit liquidity already because most of your influencers are sitting in this thing and they get paid. And second, your exit liquidity are all the new audience of your influencers that will be coming once the market will become bullish again. It's going to become bullish again very, very soon. Right, and if you want to have this stable bet where newcomers will be your exit liquidity with this one because influencers will continue to talk about this one, you can do that, right? This might be a stable play, like whether or not it's doing a 4x from here, like 100%. I do think it's doing 4x from here 100%. I do actually think it's going to do more. Last on the list is Sui. Sui versus Solana speed test. Which chain is the fastest? Do you know who was the first person in the world on YouTube to tell that Sui is the Solana of this cycle? You are correct, it was me. First time I did it in January 2024, which is a year ago. I said that, then a bunch of influencers started to pick this up, but I actually picked up this information from some very, very high-end people, right, who are in the industry at this stage. I picked it up from them. And right now, just a year later, seeing all the random fucks on X and YouTube just restating the same thesis, and they're not even saying like first Stan said that. Stan said that a year ago. I'm saying something currently that Stan said a year ago. If you don't want to be exit liquidity, go subscribe to Stan Crypto channel, because if you're listening to me, you're just being exit liquidity. And like they're not saying this, they're not giving any credits, they're just silent about the fact that I said this the first. And this what truly makes me sad in this market, right? I've been talking about Sui for quite some time, and I will tell you one prediction about Sui that no one is actually going to tell you as well. I do think it's actually going to fucking underperform in the upcoming several months. I don't know why it's on this list. Probably just for me to say how bearish I am on this thing. Market makers of Sui, they were famous to push the asset the first to make sure that all of the focus on the market will be will be targeted at this thing, right? And last year, Sui also underperformed heavily in the first part of the year, right? And I would actually expect something to happen this time as well. If we are getting the bull market that is prolonged to the end of the year, end of 2025, I do think that Sui going to perform mainly in the end of 2025. Right now, maybe it will go to like $4, $5, $6, $7, not even a 2x. Correct probably to $3-4 in the summer, where would be the best way to pick it up, and maybe go to like 2025 in the end of autumn. Sui co-founder teases big news. This year, Sui network will experience the largest consumer platform coming onto crypto in the world. Nice. Justin, Sui smashes double bottom pattern, confirming bullish reversal. Get ready for the pump. Very nice. Sui is programmed for double digits. Yes, but not now. I'm just not seeing this happening currently. This is my overview, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you had some entertainment. You're probably getting the best entertainment and best alpha here in comparison to all of the channels out there. Crazy undervalued, right? But let's see, like, I'm quite inconsistent with this type of content, and that's why, like, I'm never allowing this channel to really grow big, because I'm quite inconsistent with this type of content when there is like highest level entertainment and highest level alpha on the whole market. Now I will try to continue to essentially do this, right? Because you're not getting this anywhere. This is unique. This is where your influencers are getting all the alpha and then telling them to you. But when they're telling their alpha to you, you are the X liquidity already, most of the times. Again, thank you very much for watching this video. I will be seeing you tomorrow. I'm not usually doing videos on Sundays, but I will probably do. Stay healthy and rich. And yeah, make sure to press the like button, right? Bye-bye.